Many organizations have strict security policies requiring that critical infrastructure can only be accessed from approved network locations. When your software deployment platform is cloud hosted and accessible from anywhere by default, sure, it's convenient, but how do you enforce those internal access controls without losing the benefits of cloud managed infrastructure? Well, today, I want to explore IP address allow lists in Octopus Deploy. IP address allow lists let you restrict access to your Octopus Cloud instance to only the IP addresses or ranges that you specify. This provides an additional layer of protection against unauthorized access attempts and helps you enforce internal access policies you might have in place. Whether you need to limit access to office networks, VPN endpoints, or specific cloud regions that your traffic routes through, you can ensure that only traffic from approved locations can reach your Octopus Cloud instance. You can also pair this feature with our Azure Private Link Access solution to achieve the highest standard of network privacy available for Octopus Cloud. By not specifying any public IP addresses in the allow list, it means all access must go through the configured private link. If you're interested, I explored the private link access in another video in this series. Let's jump in to check it out, and you configure the IP address allow lists in the Octopus Control Center, which is separate from your Octopus instance, and you'll find this at billing.octopus.com. You need cloud subscription owner permissions to manage this feature, which is found under details of the instance you want to manage, then configuration, and at the bottom is the IP address allow list configuration. Right now it's deactivated and all internet traffic is allowed through to the instance. I can click here to add a new IP address, and I can add a single IP address or a range using CIDR notation, as well as an optional description. If I submit that, the entry gets added to the list, but the service is still currently deactivated. Activating the restriction is something you need to invoke separately by clicking on Activate, and it tells us here that the activation may take up to 60 seconds to take effect. While we wait for that to apply, do note here you can also import a CSV as well if you have a large number of entries you want to import. The information here tells you what headers to have in the file, and you can upload and submit the file here. On another browser tab on this machine I'm on, I was logged into my Octopus instance, and this should now be denied access because it's not originating from the IP address I just specified. Interestingly, at the top we can see I'm already getting a 403 while trying to communicate with the instance, and if I just refresh the page, then yep, there's the 403 forbidden, so I can't even get to a login screen for the instance. If I move across to another browser session, this one is logged in from the IP address I provided in the allow list, so as expected, I can browse around the Octopus instance as normal, and I have full standard access from requests coming from this machine because it's in that allowed IP address range. Let me go back and jump back over to Control Center, and deactivating is just as simple as activation, which again might take up to 60 seconds to take effect. With the feature now deactivated, if I go back to my tab that was blocked just a moment ago and do a refresh, now my access is allowed through and I'm back into the Octopus instance. There's a few important things to note which are covered in our documentation. If you're using dynamic workers, they're not automatically covered by your allow list. You'd need to determine their egress IP address and then add them into your list, keeping in mind that these IPs can change and that dynamic workers in your Azure region can be leased by any other customer in that region as well. Also, we do have a few addresses that will remain allowed access to your instance to allow us to continue to support and maintain your Octopus Cloud instance. We have these documented here, but if you have further questions, please do reach out to our support team. The IP address allow list configuration gives you network security flexibility that a lot of our customers have been asking for while keeping the simplicity of using Octopus Cloud, rather than needing to install and manage the Octopus server instance in your own environment. It's available now for all Octopus Cloud customers. More details are linked below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.